all systems a go.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Shop Podcast. We are
Ready
pumped,
to launch this thing?
pumped to have you. Pumped to have you here with us in studio.
Live audience.
Yeah, insert cheers. They cheered. They're
Insert cheers.
Insert cheers. They're happy we're
Insert cheers.
here. Yeah. Cheer noises.
I
Cheer
like
sound
that.
effects.
Cheers. I see you have some ghost toast on your desk there.
Yeah. I just tried Jason's Ghost Toast. It's
Yeah.
Kit Kat, but a different flavor Kit Kat. It says on here, crisp wafers and cinnamon toast flavored cream.
Yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is one of my favorite cereals.
Ugh.
You don't like Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
It gets soggy too quick.
Oh, I actually kind of like my cereal a little soggy.
Oh, it's gross.
I do. I do.
What's your top three cereals?
Top three?
Top three. I'm assuming
Captain-
Cinnamon Toast is one of them.
Probably. Captain Crunch, berries, Fruity Pebbles.
Gross.
Cinnamon Toast may be on there.
Was not top three though?
It probably is.
Probably is.
Yeah.
So, Captain Crunch berries.
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
actually, growing up, we'd never bought Captain Crunch berries. We did buy Colossal Berry Crunch.
Mm. That's
which
the
is
off-brand, the
and
multi-meal brand.
fruity Dino Bites.
Yeah, they're better anyway.
Yeah,
That's because like probably my top one of my top threes is the Cocoa Dino Bites.
yeah, that one's good too.
Same
That one's good too.
same brand. And I used to eat Captain Crunch, but I never got into the berries. I don't like fruit flavored stuff really much of
Yeah.
anything fruit flavored.
Yeah,
Other
is it
than,
really
like,
that strong of a
pumpkin.
fruit? Honestly, I've
Oh,
never even
yeah.
thought through the berries being a fruit.
Yeah. And you said you like Fruity Pebbles too.
I do like Fruity Pebbles.
I did eat Fruity Pebbles at one point when I was a kid, and I think I liked them.
I like Fruit Loops.
But
too.
then, my wife likes Fruit Loops. I don't like those either. She also likes Lucky Charms. Do you like Lucky Charms?
I like the marshmallows.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that. What about Apple Jacks? Did you ever get into Apple Jacks?
Yeah, they're okay. They were like a novelty once every now and then. I'd get an Apple Jack,
Yeah.
but primarily it was Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles, or Colossal Berry Crunch.
What about Smacks? Did you ever eat the Sugar Smacks?
I don't think I've ever had a Sugar Smack.
You know which one I'm talking about, right?
Mm.
They have
It sounds like a setup for you to punch me.
they're I think the mascot's like a frog or something.
Okay.
And then Sugar Smacks look like little tiny lips,
Mm-mm. Never had those.
like tan lips.
Okay. Never had
That's
those.
what it looks like, and they're whatever flavor is in them. I'm not sure, like what the flavor is,
Yeah.
but that flavor translates to bathroom time pretty heavy. So,
Did it,
like
do
your
you-
bathroom time smells like that cereal. It's
Yeah.
kind of gross, but
I'm sorry about this.
But it
that you're
does.
listening to this.
it's like asparagus.
Yeah.
That's the asparagus of cereals.
Do you like asparagus?
No.
Oh, I love
Ooh,
asparagus.
green beans. I like green beans,
That's not the question.
but they look the same
No, they're long and skinny.
and they're green.
Yeah, so okay.
All of them are.
I like
that's-
Twizzlers.
That's three things that are the same.
I like Sour Punch straws.
But do you like them with bacon and brown sugar? No, I do not like asparagus. It's kind of gross,
Yeah.
but I do like green beans. So there's
Yeah.
that. Did you ever eat hominy when you were little?
Is that the baby corn?
Not the baby corns. Which one are you talking about?
The one that looks like a little baby corn on a cob. I
No,
thought
those
that
are
was
just
hominy.
baby corns.
I thought that was hominy.
No, those are just
I'm
baby
Googling
corns.
I've assumed that was hominy my whole life.
No, those are just baby corns.
Okay.
Hominy is it looks like corn.
What did I
But-
just say?
No, it doesn't look like a corn on the cob. Like
Oh.
the
Oh, okay,
the
yeah.
kernels look
Mexican
like it.
style hominy. It is like a little white corn.
yeah, but it's not good.
Mm.
My parents used to make me eat it when I was little, and I hated it. It was disgusting.
Tiny
Almost as much as I hated
corn
English peas.
on the cob.
They're just called baby corns, aren't they?
Tiny corn on the cob is called baby corn.
Yeah, because I had a list of vegetables that I was supposed to try to eat the other day, and one of them said baby corn, and I didn't know what that was.
It's just corn harvested while it's immature. That's what
So
it
it's
says.
immature corn.
Yeah.
It's just
Just hasn't grown up
cracking-
yet.
Cracking inappropriate jokes while you're trying to eat it.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I like
It's
that.
just a little soft cob that you can eat.
Yeah, it's just like they harvest early.
Yeah.
Interesting. Aren't they pickled a lot of times?
I don't know.
I feel like they're pickled.
It comes on the AI. It comes with a girl eating it. A little video. She's snacking. I never knew it would be that long.
I've never seen baby corn that long. It's always been like this size.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
in soups that you would never buy.
Yeah.
But like if you purchased like a soup kit,
Yeah.
little baby corns are in it.
Or I've seen it in like if I like when I go to a potluck and
Yeah.
they have like the little vegetable tray.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll have the baby corns on them.
Yeah.
But I think they're pickled. Some of them are.
I don't know.
I feel like
They don't
are.
taste like pickles.
Well.
Don't taste like vinegar.
I don't know what to tell you.
Tell the people how good you are at bobbing for apples. Tell them. Well, trophy's gonna go right here.
Look,
It's gonna go somewhere up there.
genetically,
It's really hard to point at things.
Yeah, genetically, I'm not equipped for
Yeah.
certain sports,
I don't think that's correct.
and bobbing for apples is one of them.
I want to get that same bucket out.
Yeah, but your
And-
neck is longer than mine.
No, I want to prove to you that
I
you
bet
can.
if we measured necks, yours would be like a good inch and a half at least longer than mine.
I want to get those buckets out and prove. I'm not saying that my neck's not longer than yours, but I do want to get the buckets out and prove that you could successfully get an apple.
I'd have to get it right at the right angle. I couldn't get my mouth to the bottom, like
Yeah.
I couldn't.
That's
Like
the
it-
part I disagree with. I think
Like
you
if
can.
there was no apples in there, and I was trying to kiss the bottom of
I
that
think you could.
bucket,
I think you
I
could.
couldn't do it.
I think you were just in the wrong position. I think you could. I think shoulder. I think my neck may be longer,
Yeah.
but I think from shoulder to lips is pretty similar distance.
I think there's a longer distance to travel with yours.
Only one way to find out, and
That's-
that's if we bring a bucket on the podcast.
You know, let's do it.
We can. You didn't have to put water in it.
Next week-
we'll just put lipstick on you and see if you can kiss the bottom.
See, okay, next week we'll do that. We'll try. Do we still have those buckets that we used?
Brianna does.
Because those are the ones we need to test. Because I tried until I almost passed out,
What are the odds?
but I did stay underwater for a long time too.
You just drowned in yourself. What are the odds that all four of our teams just happen to have the perfect neck length?
That's pretty high, probably.
The four random people, and not.
How do we know they were random? Parker picked them.
Yeah, he picked. He said he drew names.
No, he was like, I'm gonna find all the long neckers
No,
to get on this side.
who was on your team that didn't even get to go?
Yeah.
Ruth was the only one that tried it.
Yeah, did she get one out?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
see?
I don't know if she did or not.
Or she just give up?
game
'cause
was over.
Time, y'all already
Game
did
was over.
it.
We destroyed it. We bobbed 11 apples before Jason bobbed a single one. It was
Yep.
disgusting. And if you were not there, you're judging me right now.
Yeah.
And I'm judging myself. But it was in the moment, in competition, it captured our hearts.
Yeah. And I didn't have to inhale anybody's saliva. And so
That's a separate topic. He's
There.
not even talking about bobbing for apples.
I don't know, change the subject real fast. But yeah, I was it was not a high point in my career, but you know,
Well, the shot bobbing trophy is going right up
you
here.
win some, lose some. And
Probably wasn't the wisest thing we've ever done.
yeah, it may not have been the least wise thing either.
Well, yeah, it's somewhere in the middle. So it was just a normal decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know who has a lot of wisdom?
Old Solomon.
King Solomon.
Salamander.
King-
Anybody ever called him that?
Yeah, I think they did. They called him that in high school.
Yep. Salamander.
an old Jewish high school.
That's Jewish high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hebrew school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Today we're talking about Solomon and his
yeah.
wisdom.
Yeah.
And we're very
Probably
excited.
like a common. I don't know. That's one of the stories I remember, at least as a kid. One of the
Yeah.
the baby story. Maybe we'll get to it, but I don't.
Yeah, whenever
You know the
I don't
one.
even know that I would know the baby story as much as I would know, like if you were to ask me 10 years ago, what do you know about Solomon?
Yep.
Make it 15 years ago. 15 years ago, what do you know about Solomon? I would know that he was wise, and I would know that he has a lot of wives.
Yeah.
I don't know
he's
that I would know
he's
the baby
referred
story.
to as like rich too, like even in like movies and stuff, you hear
Yeah,
like
the wealth
like
of Solomon.
the wealth of Solomon, or like
Yeah.
he had his treasure. Like people talk about finding his hidden treasure or whatever
I've never heard that.
in movies.
Sound like what's that?
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones, where they found the Ark.
Yeah.
Was that Solomon? Did they talk about it on there?
No, maybe. I could be just in my head. I do make up some things in my head sometimes
Most
that I
things you say have
feel-
been made up in your head.
that I feel like people tell me. But
King Solomon, he takes over after King David. He is David's son through Bathsheba,
yeah.
of all people, which is so wild that the Lord uses that story. And the Lord uses a lot of really wild stories. But Solomon takes over after David, and the Lord comes to him in the most genie-like story that I can
Yeah,
imagine.
it
like
is.
It's normally never a good thing to compare the Lord to a genie.
But this story feels like it.
Yeah, it does. He comes to Solomon, King Solomon, and Solomon is a new king on the block.
Yep.
And he says, "Hey, what do you want?"
Yeah. If you could have one wish,
Yeah.
that's how
Yeah.
it feels. But
Yeah.
yeah. He's been your dad's been faithful. I've want to be there for you and being this new king. So what do you want from me?
Yeah.
Just name me one thing.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. And so
I don't know that I would have chosen that.
no, I don't know. Here it is. I was looking for the actual verse. First off, at Gibeon, the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream at night and said,
Man.
"Ask, what should I give you?" And Solomon responds, and he says, "You have now made your servant king in my father David's place. But I'm just a youth. I have no experience in leadership. You chose me, and now I have to lead this group of people who cannot be numbered. They cannot be counted. So why don't you give me," verse 9, "give your servant a receptive heart to judge your people and to discern between good and evil. For who is able to judge this great people of yours?" And so what does Solomon ask for? Lord gives him one wish, gives him a chance. What do you want, Solomon? And he says, I need wisdom. I'm in a position that I have no clue what to do. No clue. I'm leading a massive group of people who cannot be counted. It's interesting. He says they cannot be counted. And that's something David gets in trouble for
Trying to count them.
trying to count them. Yeah.
Yep.
I just made that connection.
It makes you wonder about the accuracy of the census.
Yeah. He only counted the troops, too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So Solomon says, I'm in this position. The position's overwhelming. I need wisdom to know how to do this well. And the Lord is honored by that request. And the Lord says, since you asked for wisdom, I'm going to give you wisdom, and I'm going to give you wealth, and I'm going to give you power, and I'm going to give you popularity.
Yeah.
And he
Like
does all that.
the things.
Yeah, he does that for King Solomon, and King Solomon becomes one of the wealthiest men to ever live.
Yeah.
And wisest men to ever live.
And there's still, even to this day, there's probably none to compare to Solomon, like as a leader, king.
Yeah.
I mean, even throughout
Yeah.
history, there's no
Yeah.
one. They're like, oh yeah, this person exceeded
Yeah.
that of Solomon.
Yeah. Wealth is hard to compare
Yeah.
because we live in a different world.
Yeah.
But we're a little bit ahead of you guys in reading, and the amount of times that like it's like, yeah, this nation would bring Solomon pounds of gold every year. Yeah,
Some of
tons of gold.
Tons.
Yeah.
And this is like a regular thing.
Apes and peacocks.
I can't remember the last good peacock delivery I got. I did have some turkeys in my backyard the other day, but
Yeah, those are tame.
yeah,
learned
they
that.
weren't peacocks though.
I learned that. They're not feral turkeys.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. And like, but the thing is too, like for him to even to make that request,
Mhm.
it's like I said, I mean, just looking at like myself,
Yeah.
like if and I would hope that I would make a better decision, but I think like if I was given one wish, I'd be like, I want like basically financial security. Like I don't want to have to worry about having to pay for anything ever again.
Yeah.
And so essentially I'd be asking for riches, I guess. But and I think in my mind I'm like, okay, well if this thing's out of the way, then I can figure everything else on my own. Like
Yeah.
this is the thing I don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
But like how do we know how old Solomon was at this time?
He calls himself, he says, I'm just a youth with no experience in leadership.
I didn't look that up to see if we
No.
knew how old he was. But yeah, he obviously had like an understanding of the gravity of the situation that he was in. And I'm sure being, his dad being who he was, and his time spent with David, he understood the weight of leading God's people.
19 to 20
19
years
to
old.
20. Yeah. See, I would not have made that.
Some noting he could have been as young as 15.
I would not have made that kind of decision as a 15-year-old or
Yeah.
even a 19-year-old probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he, completely like aware of who God was and what his responsibilities were, who his people were, to make the request of, I want to be the best king I can be, and I want to make decisions that honor you.
Yeah.
And the Lord granted that plus way more.
Right.
Plus way more.
Right.
But I did like thinking about that interaction. It made me like we're kind of asked the same thing. Like it made me think of like in James.
Mm-hmm.
It says if you desire wisdom, then ask it, and God
Yeah.
will give it
Yeah.
freely.
That's good.
So it's like we are almost
Yeah.
like, I mean,
Yeah.
not exactly, obviously, but
What do you want?
like we're almost kind of presented with that same thing.
Yeah.
But we still don't, or I don't
Yeah.
have the faith to ask for it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. And it says,
At least expectantly.
it says, ask it unwaveringly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think part of what I wrestled with in this story is what do you want?
Yeah.
That's probably why we don't ask for wisdom.
Yeah. Because my desires are messed up.
Yeah, because we don't want it.
Yeah.
We either want something more
Yeah.
or we're afraid wisdom is going to scare us
Yeah.
or
Well, I'm
take
sure.
away something from us.
Yeah. And I definitely think that is the case too, but there's probably a lot more work that comes along with wisdom as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explain
yeah.
that. Explain what you mean.
Like, I mean, if the wise thing to do is not always the easiest thing to do,
Right.
and probably rarely
Yeah.
the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
And so I think if I'm lazy, and I can definitely own up to an air of laziness about myself,
Mm-hmm.
I want to take the easy way out,
Mm-hmm.
and I do that even knowing that it's not
Mm-hmm.
the wise thing to do, and it's not going to pay off down the road. It's like I want to do what's easy right now,
Yeah.
and I'll figure out the rest later.
Yeah. I think the right now is the part of it.
Yeah,
It's easy right now,
yeah,
but it results in struggle later.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
it feels easier, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not easier,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
in the moment, it feels like I want to take the path of least resistance
Right.
right now.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah, so Solomon is presented this choice: ask whatever you want. What do you want? And he says, "I want wisdom to know how to be a good king, to know how to judge these people well, to know what to do."
Mm-hmm.
And like if we could put a blanket statement on what he wants, like what he wants to do is to be able to do what God has called him to do really good.
Yeah.
Like he was created. I mean, God chose him as the next king
Yeah.
of Israel, and so he says, okay, if this is the job that you want to give me, then I want to be able to do this incredibly well.
Yeah.
And so I think there's something to that I need to learn.
For sure.
That I think there's a point here. Like God, first of all, what have you called me to do?
Right.
Wrestle through that, and it's pretty cool that like thrones given to him at 20 years old, and I think like for you guys listening to this, if at 20 years old, God has called you to do something.
Absolutely.
It's not that God's called you to do something later. I think that God has a plan for you right now.
Yeah.
And so wrestle through that. What has God called you to do? And then may we be faithful to beg God to help us to do it well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, as a believer, you're
Yeah.
called to share the gospel. You're called to teach. You're called to make disciples. So even before you get to kind of maybe some specific things in your life that you feel like God leading you towards or calling you to, we all have the general calling.
Yeah.
Or I like the how Scripture describes it as this ministry of reconciliation.
Yeah.
Like we're all called to ministry, in that way, where we should be burdened to help in any way that for others to be reconciled to Christ.
Yeah.
Through Christ.
Yeah.
To God. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, that should be our desire, to be the best at that we can be.
Yeah.
And again, I think you're right with what you said. Maybe we're afraid, we don't want to be the best at that, because what it means if I'm the best at that is I'm going to have to be uncomfortable. I'm going to have to do things that I'm not used to, that I'm scared of, that I don't maybe feel like I'm equipped to do. I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not the easy way out. I think maybe that's where I kind of think of it as like, that's the hard route, because it's not going to be the comfortable route.
Yeah. So maybe I'm trying to wrestle with what you're saying. An example, and tell me if I'm going the wrong direction, is maybe somebody listening to this is like, I think God has called me to be to ministry in some form. I think God's calling me to the mission field. I think God's calling me to teach a life group class. I think God's calling me to be a pastor, like whatever it may be. But I think it'd be easier to be an accountant. I'm good at math.
Yeah.
And that's less risky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Is that what you're talking about? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I mean, even like,
it's less embarrassing. Like I don't have to. Maybe you're already in school. Maybe you're like third, fourth year. Been studying accounting.
Yeah.
And you're like, I feel like God's calling me to do something different, but no thanks.
Yeah,
like
sure.
I don't want to have to go tell everybody that I'm not going to use my degree and instead I'm going to pursue ministry. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And
Yeah.
I mean, and I like I said, a lot of you guys know like my story, and that's a lot of what happened to me. I mean, I probably felt God calling me in a certain direction pretty early on, but I was whatever. I was afraid. I was, for whatever reason, selfish, whatever. I decided to pour myself into everything else and be like, I'm going to be the best employee that I can be. I'm going to be the best this, and I'm going to, and instead of trusting that whatever God had for me, that it wasn't about me being the best that thing. It was about me being submissive to Him and allowing Him to use me in that way, instead of this pressure on myself to be it. Because I mean that's foolish in itself, to depend on my ability and what I can do to accomplish what God would have me to accomplish.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think there's something to this story following the first paragraph of the chapter, first two paragraphs of the chapter, where it talks about Solomon had an alliance with the Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he
Mhm.
married the Pharaoh's daughter, and he's worshiping on the high places because there is no temple.
Mhm.
But he's also sacrificing to the Lord. And so it seems in the beginning of the chapter that Solomon is just like, man, what do I do?
Yeah, yeah.
He's like got this mixed stuff going on where he has the religion of the Egyptians
Mhm.
that he's closely tied to.
Yep.
He doesn't even know what it looks like to worship well, or he's struggling with what it means to worship well. Where do we worship? Do we worship in the tabernacle?
Mhm.
So many people worship on high places. God spoke to Moses on a mountain. Am I supposed to go up on the mountains to worship?
Yeah.
And so he has all these questions, wrestling with what to do. And then it's in this moment. I mean, Solomon gives a sacrifice in the second chapter, or in the second paragraph. He goes up on Gibeon, which is the most famous high place, it says, and he offers 1,000 burnt offerings. So he begins wealthy. I mean, he's the king of Israel, so he begins at least with tons of resources. Offers 1,000 burnt offerings, so you can get this sense that this isn't a random thing that the Lord shows up and says, Solomon, what do you want?
Yeah.
You get the sense that he showed up wanting something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of the like ask, seek, knock.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah. He was
It's not that Solomon's laying on his couch.
yeah,
and the Lord shows
just
up
like
and is like,
waiting for
yeah.
The stars to align, or the
Right.
whatever, like to show me a sign.
Yeah.
Like he went in search for what does God want from me
Yeah.
in this. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really think about that till you said that, but yeah, he had to have been like,
I want to do this well.
yeah,
And I don't really know what that means, but David gave sacrifices to the Lord.
yeah. My dad did this well,
Yeah.
and I need to figure out how I do this well.
Yeah. Yeah. And so he goes and he's like, I'm just going to keep giving sheep to the Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if I give 1,000 to the Lord, he'll be happy and he'll bless our kingdom.
That's a bunch.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's in that moment that the Lord shows up and says, Solomon, what do you want? And he says, I just want to know how to do this well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and it's ironic's not the word, but like that was his desire to do it well. But I mean, I think he had to understand who God was and who his people were in order to even make that request.
Yeah.
And then we see him write in Proverbs that fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Like he tied that back to and even like you read through was it Ecclesiastes, where he talks about like is that the vanity of vanities?
Yeah.
Like it's he's tried everything. He's Solomon lived a pretty wild life, but it's like he went through all this stuff and he tried all this stuff, and then he came back to he basically came back to the same point that he was when he first asked God.
Yeah.
For like this is it. This is what I need.
Do you think? Sorry, I got distracted by that statement. Solomon lived a wild life.
He did live a wild life.
Do you think he lived a wild life, or do you think he lived a very familiar life with unlimited resources? Like he.
I mean,
did,
he said like.
Do you think he did what we would do
if we had all that?
If we had all that.
Yeah, I mean, I get that point, but I think maybe I'm wrong. But doesn't he like say in Ecclesiastes that he set out to try everything under the sun?
Yeah,
like
he's trying to figure out purpose. Like, what's the purpose of all this?
So I guess that's where I like. Yeah, I mean, if I had unlimited resources essentially, and I'm a 20-year-old,
yeah,
I'll probably do some wild stuff too.
Yeah,
but
I understood in Ecclesiastes it wasn't just like, let me go try stuff. It was like he had this longing to figure out, like, why am I here?
Yeah. But it seemed, and maybe I miss.
Maybe if I just accomplish stuff, maybe that'll bring me purpose. Nope, that didn't work.
Yeah. Maybe I misunderstood kind of his approach, but I always understood it in Ecclesiastes that he even tried stuff that he wouldn't. Like he tried wrong stuff. Like he tried bad stuff. He
Haven't
tried
you?
like everything. No, I mean like he did it. I guess it seemed more intentional with
Yeah.
like I'm gonna try bad stuff because I
Yeah.
think those bad things are fun, and I don't have like an ulterior motive to like I need to figure out whether this is purpose or
Oh,
not.
okay.
It's just like I'm doing bad stuff because I
Okay.
can.
Okay. I
Like
didn't.
it seemed like he had more of a
We'll return to this once we read through Ecclesiastes. I haven't read through it. in
yeah.
a
We're
while.
not there yet, but
Yeah.
so we're kind of jumping ahead. But at least
Yeah.
my understanding of it was like I'm gonna try these things just to almost like an experiment. Like I'm gonna try these things to see if they have purpose.
Yeah.
And where I don't think I have that much forethought when I do
Yeah.
things I'm not
Yeah,
supposed
yeah,
to
yeah.
supposed
Yeah,
to do. I guess that's what I'm saying. That
I got the sense in Ecclesiastes, and this is we're talking ignorant here because we haven't studied it recently.
we'll do a podcast on
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes
Yeah.
when we get there.
Once we get there.
So-
But I got the sense in Ecclesiastes is like Solomon is trying to find purpose, and like everything that he does is like, man, this just feels pointless.
yeah,
I'm building these buildings, and they're just gonna fall down one of these days.
yeah,
I'm setting up
yeah.
a kingdom that I'm gonna hand down to somebody, and who knows if he's gonna take care of it.
yeah,
So it's like let's figure out, like, maybe it's just about learning. I just need to read books. And he's like, well, no, that actually just driving me crazy.
yeah.
Maybe I just need more women. It's like, nah, that didn't
Yeah.
help.
Well, what I'm saying, my thought was too. He's, with the whole wife situation and all the stuff that he's probably being exposed to as far as their beliefs and their what they deem as purposeful in their lives. And he's like, well, maybe is there something to this? Like, is there something to what they're saying? Is it? And I go through those like same kind of like doubts and temptations myself. Like, is when I see people in this world like that aren't believers, like they're succeeding or things
Yeah.
are going well for them, and I'm like, well, is there something to that I'm missing? Or
Yeah.
and those thoughts start to creep in my head. And I think with Solomon, like he had the I guess the time and resources to entertain those thoughts
Yeah.
too, and like
Yeah.
and legitimately test them.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you say that if I do this, this, and this, then this is
Yeah.
gonna be beneficial for me. Well, okay, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
And prove to like, oh yes, it is,
Yeah.
or it's not. And it still all came back to what God told him in the first place.
Right.
That it was all him.
Yeah.
And it was all
Yeah.
obedience and devotion to God that's all that really meant anything.
The end of Ecclesiastes is love God and keep His commandments, for that is man's all. That's the conclusion he comes to.
Yeah.
Of the conclusion of the matter is this: love God, keep His commandments. That's what we were created to do. But it also, I think we have that now. This has just turned into a podcast on Solomon, generic Solomon.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I hope I'm enjoying it as long as you are.
Yeah. We can have you pick your own title of this podcast.
Yeah. In First Kings, it seems to celebrate Solomon for his accomplishments.
Yeah.
It celebrates him for his wealth. It celebrates him for his wisdom. It celebrates him for the visitors that would come and figure out like what kind of wisdom he has. And
Yeah, from all over the world.
yeah, celebrates him for his structures that he built, the palace, and all these different things. It seems to lift those things up. Like, look at how great Solomon is. And so if we just had First Kings, we would applaud him.
Yeah.
But Ecclesiastes is like his journal behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like we applaud the buildings in First Kings, but then when we get to Ecclesiastes, it's like, no, I was trying to find purpose in buildings. And
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
maybe if we were to read everyone's diary, we'd probably judge them a lot harder
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
than just looking at the surface.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Um,
Well, and you see with Solomon too. Now, since we're just on Solomon in general, you can see the shift. Like I think at the beginning, all this stuff is celebrated, but it's also fresh off of like Scripture saying like Solomon asked for this from God, and God gave him wisdom, and He gave him all this other stuff. So
Yeah.
it's like all the credit's being given to God for this stuff that He's accomplishing.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it should be celebrated because it was through God's
Yeah.
provision that he got that. But then as you can see, and even from his kind of his own personal diary or whatever, I think it starts to shift for Solomon, where he maybe starts to move away from that, where
Yeah.
like, hey, this is this is more about me. This
Yeah.
is more about, and he scripture tells us that he lets the women in his life pull him away, and just another thing that God warned all of his people about. Marrying women from other nations that worship other, false gods and everything. And in the end, Solomon does not end well.
Yeah. No.
He ends completely, away from God, and he's worshiping all kinds of just detestable, idols, lower G gods, whatever. I mean, he's participating in sacrifice, like all this stuff.
Yeah.
Because he kind of shifted in that way, and it's like he lost that wisdom in the end, because he started to pursue other things, which comes back to what he said. The fear of God is the like he didn't take his own
Yeah.
advice, and
Yeah.
and I don't know, maybe that's one of the reasons why God has him so much in Scripture,
Yeah.
that like, okay, this is real life proof as to what happens when you
Yeah.
this is what a foolish person looks like.
Yeah. 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 I wonder if his wives read the book of Ecclesiastes.
Mm. Were they allowed to read?
I wasn't there.
Yeah, man, I don't know what they're allowed to do. There's a lot of wives, though.
Hear that?
We were
Jason doesn't think women should be allowed to read, is what I just heard.
Well, my wife reads better than I do.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, no.
She could still be a terrible reader.
Yeah. That's the bar's not too high. That's true. That's true. But oftentimes, like, because our family's doing the Bible reading together, and there's been several times where we, like, collectively as a family, we're like, hey, have you done your reading today? No, none of us have. All right, let's pause what we're doing. Let's get our reading done.
Yeah.
And I am the last one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tina's like already moved on to something else, and she'll start trying to talk to me, and I'm like, I'm trying to read my scripture. What? You're still over there? I was like, yeah, sorry. She's like, way ahead, but anyway.
Yeah. Well,
That's
so
sidetrack on that, but
even in Ecclesiastes, he comes around to like, okay, life isn't about accomplishments. Life isn't about knowledge. Life isn't about whatever, fun. But then he turns around and says, but God does give those things to people.
yeah.
And if he gives them to you, cool, enjoy them. But
Yeah.
that's not what life's about.
Yeah.
It's kind of his lesson in
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, it's like the what is it? Money's not bad, but the love of money is.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of
Yeah.
that whole, like, where's your? You still come around to like, where's your heart at in all this?
Yeah.
What is your God in these?
Yeah.
And when your money and your position and power and whatever.
Mo money,
else,
mo problems.
Mo money, mo problems. That is true. That's what
Yeah.
Solomon said.
Yeah.
Um,
So
Yeah.
we say all that to say, what do you want?
yeah.
And I think that's a question
Yeah,
that
put it in the comments, and you get one wish.
yeah,
And
we can't grant
we
it.
can't grant it, but
Yeah.
we'll laugh about whatever it is.
No, like that. That is for real. Like, get into the depths of your soul here,
Yeah.
and maybe spend some time. Like even now, you can pause this and wrestle with
Your neighbor.
what do you want. Like, why did you say that?
It came out. I'm sorry. I tried to stop it. And I couldn't. I'm sorry.
Pause this. Go wrestle your neighbor. Come back.
My bad. I ruined your spiritual moment there. I'm really sorry. I tried to stop myself.
That's what it talks about in 1 Thessalonians. Don't quench the spirit.
Yeah, sorry. I quenched it pretty good there. My bad.
Doused water on the fire.
I'm back. Pause this. And go think about. So go wrestle with this.
We got to think of a
thing.
new verb now.
Yeah,
Pause
this
this.
and struggle.
No,
Go
no.
contemplate.
Yeah, yeah. Even like I even encourage you to spend time in prayer
Yeah.
and saying like, Lord, if my desires are out of line, reveal that to me.
Yeah.
Correct me. Search the depths of my heart. Reveal to me the sin that is within me.
Yeah.
In the deepest nooks and crannies of my soul.
Yeah.
Help me understand what's driving my life and answer that. Like what
Yep.
what is driving you? What do you want?
Yep. And what I need to do to change that.
Yeah.
Once I've,
Yeah.
In my case, I think every time I seriously get to that question,
Yeah.
it's pretty obvious that I'm not following what
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be following,
Yeah.
or who I'm supposed to be following.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but,
Yeah, and the Lord honors Solomon's request whenever he says, Lord, I just want to do what you've called me to do really well.
Yep.
Give me the power, give me the strength, give me the wisdom, give me the ability to do what you've called me to do really well.
Yep.
Whenever you wrestle with your calling, it is overwhelming a little bit. Like you kind of maybe feel like a 20-year-old taking the throne of a kingdom whenever the Lord says, I want you to take the gospel to the ends of the earth, or I want you to be a wife who respects her husband, or a husband who loves his wife, or a mom or a dad or an incredibly hardworking student or employee.
Yep.
And you're like, I don't know if that's me. I don't know if I have the ability to do that.
And you're right, you don't.
Yeah. And so then we pause and we say, God, you give me the ability to do
Yep.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's where this passage struck me.
Yeah.
For sure.
Agree with that.
To spend time with the Lord whenever the Lord says, what do you want? I hope that a desire that comes to the forefront of my mind is I just want to do what you've called me to do really well.
Mm.
Yeah. And if the Lord gives me success in anything, I hope it doesn't distract me like it did with Solomon.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
I like it.
You can go wrestle your neighbor now.
Bring him some ghost toast. And then y'all can wrestle together.
But who is my neighbor?
Everyone.
That's
I'm going to tell you a story about a guy
better
who's
get to
walking
wrestling.
down the road.
Yeah.
And he got beat up by some.
I always liked that story. If you don't know, we're referencing the story of the Good Samaritan. I always like that at least the English version says he was left half dead.
Half dead.
Whatever half dead means. Because I always thought it was either one or the other.
Yeah.
You're either dead or you're alive.
Maybe he was passed out. Like he was beaten so bad that he was unconscious. And that's half dead.
Doesn't he talk to the guy? No, he just gets put on the animal.
Just puts him on a donkey.
Yeah. I think it says his own animal. Could have been a camel.
It's probably a donkey.
Could have been an elephant, for all we know.
I was in India. That's where elephants
There's
are.
Indians.
There's Indians in India as well.
there's elephants in Africa. They could have wandered up there to Israel.
Does the Bible say anything about elephants?
I don't remember anything about elephants.
No.
Now you have me curious.
So it had to be a donkey or a camel.
It talks about lions, and I've never. It talks about lions and tigers, or at least lions, being in Israel,
And bears.
and bears. And I don't imagine either of those animals in Israel. Are we translating it wrong? Is it a mountain lion? Because I could see
No.
that being in Israel.
No.
I like you're confident. No. Are there elephants in the Bible? I'll just sit back and listen.
This is important. Probably
No,
the
elephants
most
are not
important.
mentioned in the Bible.
Yep, see?
Yeah. In the Old Testament, the Hebrew word for ivory is shinabim, which literally means elephant's tooth.
Oh, nice. So they were there.
Their teeth were.
So they had to make their ivory stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well,
I'm glad y'all listened. Hopefully this is good, beneficial,
yep.
challenging.
You can go home thinking about donkeys today.
I don't know why you said that.
That's
I don't know why you say most of the things that you say.
Well, there are occasions.
Is that what you want to send them
when,
home with? Is that really what you want them to go home?
Thinking about donkeys?
Yeah. Is that what do you want?
What do I want? I want you to have a great, exciting day.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Try
thanks for
some ghost
listening.
toast
Yeah, try that. I was trying to talk. Thanks for listening to the Shop Podcast.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
This has been the worst episode.
No, there's definitely worse ones than this one.
We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
See ya.